Welcome to Sold Out Sales School, the podcast for women with heart-led, impact-driven offers who are tired of being the internet's best-kept secret. I'm Trish Ware, mom of 7, former labor nurse turned 7-figure business owner and business mentor for B2C brands. If you're marketing to moms, parents, or real people who are not going to make money off your offer, this show was made for you. You tried the big name coaches, but their strategies weren't built for your audience. Here, we do sales differently. No bro marketing, no cold DMs, no weird hooks, no fake urgency, just clear messaging, aligned offers, and strategy that actually converts. You're not here to hustle harder and miss all your family events. You're here to scale smarter with simplicity. So let's get you sold out. Hey, Queen. Welcome back to Sold Out Sales School, the podcast for women who sell with soul, scale with purpose, and build businesses that actually change lives. I'm your host, Trish Ware, 7-figure CEO, labor nurse mama, and the woman who turned a passion for birth into an empire of impact. And today I'm taking you behind the scenes into my journey, some of my mistakes, and what I wish more women knew when they step into an online business. We're going to dive deep on problem-aware messaging, the strategy that took me from nurse with a dream to building a brand recognized all over the world. Yes, I actually got stopped coming back from Europe by someone's birth story that I had an impact in changing. How cool is that? Because connection is greater than features and clarity is greater than credentials. And your message is what magnetizes your BFE, your best fan ever. This one's from the heart, so let's go. I want to tell you guys a little bit about my backstory. So I started Labor Nurse Mama in 2019. You guys, I knew nothing about the online space. I knew nothing about social media. I knew nothing about marketing online. I had dabbled in some direct selling companies and I had done some other things, but most of my career, I was a labor and delivery nurse and I was obsessed with birth. And I truly feel when you start an online business with something you're obsessed with, it makes sense. And it's so easy. It just flows out of you. The content flows out of you. The knowledge flows out of you because you're passionate about it and you know it. Now, do I believe that you can find something that you want to really educate and empower and start a business on? Yes, but I really recommend that as much as you educate yourself on the business side of it, that you up level your knowledge of the thing that you're passionate about. And one of the things we're going to talk about today is being problem aware, because this is one of the things, you guys, why I have spent over like 150,000 in coaching and mastermind and online courses. And oh my gosh, this is going to be the thing. This is going to be the thing that changes everything. And what I found and why I am now doing my mastermind Catalyst Queens and why I have one-on-one clients is because I realized there is a gap. There are not many, if any, coaches who know how to help you coach, how to help you grow a business that is direct to consumers. So what I mean is when your product, when your offer, when your coaching service is going to change lives and impact lives in other ways than the person is an entrepreneur and they're going to make money off of what you're teaching. Now, if you, let's say you're a financial advisor or someone like that, yes, your person is going to hopefully make money or save money, but it's really about impacting their life. They're not business owners per se. Maybe they are, but they are people who are coming to you because you're an expert in your field. And there are no coaches out there who understand that because there's an extra layer in the marketing. There's a different way to message in your marketing. There is a different way to have your funnels. It is so different. And so my very first coach, and I'm not going to say it was a waste of money because it was a wise investment, but it was money I did not have at the time. Did I 5x my business? Yes, I did. But because of me, because I decided that no matter what, when I invested that money, I was up leveling. And so my first coach, my very first one-on-one call with him, I realized he doesn't understand mamas. He doesn't understand selling a product to mamas. And so I still said, okay, I'm going to be curious. He had a mindset coach, and that was life changing for me. He had our mastermind, which is why I do a mastermind, because I decided, you know what? I'm going to get in there and I'm going to make everything of it. I'm going to show up on the calls. I'm going to turn my camera on. I'm going to be engaged. I'm going to ask the other business owners. And because of that, I 5X'd my business because of my attitude, because I realized there isn't one person who's going to change everything for me besides me. So here's what we're going to talk about today that's crucial for your business success, and that is problem-aware messaging. And I'll tell you why this conversation is so important right now. Every single day, I connect with incredible women, both in Labor Nurse Mama community and in my chain breakers, visionaries, action takers, legacy builders, women who aren't just chasing dollars, but who are pursuing impact. They want to impact their clients, their customers. They also want to impact their lives. And there is no shame in this space. I grew up in a very conservative Christian church who made you feel like wanting to be wealthy, wanting to have money was a sin. It was wrong. But it's not, you guys. Because of the money I've made, because of my 7-figure business and my multi-6-figure coaching business, I have been able to do things I never could have done before. I've been able to donate to different agencies that I believe in. I have been able to pay my mother's bills, you guys. My mom doesn't have to worry anymore. My mom's husband died 4 years ago, and she was in a state of worry. But because of my business, I'm able to bless her. And because of my business, I could retire my husband if he weren't so darn stubborn, but that is in the works. But I want you to know that because of your business, you can change lives, including your own. Okay, so let's get real for a moment, right? Think about the last time you made a significant investment in your business or your personal life. Was it because someone listed a bunch of features at you, or was it because someone deeply understood your struggles, your desires, and your middle of the night worries? That is where problem aware messaging comes in. That is why you have to understand problem aware messaging. This is something you cannot slack off on, because it's not just about knowing what they want. It's about understanding, where are they right now? What keeps them up at night? What makes their heart ache? What are the dreams that they're even afraid to speak to their husband, to their best friends? When you're problem aware, you're not just selling your service or your course or your product, you're offering understanding. You're reaching your hand out and saying, I see you, I get you, grab my hand, I've got you. So let me break this down a little bit for you. Problem aware messaging has 3 different components. It shows deep understanding, where you truly understand your client's challenges. They feel seen. When you make someone feel seen, they want to stay near you. It's like when you're talking to your very best friend, like when I go out with my friend Shannon, she just gets me without me having to use a ton of words. I can just say 1 or 2 words and look at her and she's like, girl, I know, right? Secondly, it creates emotional resonance. And this isn't about manipulation, it's about connection, genuine connection. When you speak to the heart of what matters to your ideal client, your BFE, so get used to me saying your best fan ever, your BFE, they naturally stop the scroll, they naturally lean in, and it offers them hope. Lastly, it offers them hope. You're not just sympathizing, you're showing them a path forward. So let me share something really personal, right? When I started my birth education business, I was all about like my credentials, how, who I was. And then when I launched the birth course, I was all about the features. But you know what? It wasn't until I started speaking to their fears and their dreams of these expectant mamas that everything changed. When I started talking about waking up at 3 a.m. with their worries and their desire to feel empowered and they don't feel heard, and the dream of having a birth experience that makes you feel like a queen rather than a patient, that's when my business transformed. So, how can you develop those problem aware messaging for your business? So, you don't use pain points to manipulate. We're better than that, y'all. That's bro marketing. This is about genuine understanding and service. So, start by asking yourself, I want you guys to write these 3 questions down. What are the unspoken challenges your BFE faces? What do they desire so deeply they're almost afraid to say it out loud? And what is the gap between where they are and where they want to be? Your messaging needs to bridge that gap. It needs to show them that you understand not just their practical challenges, but their emotional ones as well. So start implementing it right now. And I want you guys to shoot me a DM and tag me in your posts that you use this, that you make this clear. Listen more than you speak. Start listening to what they're saying to you in your social media, in your client calls, in your community interactions, in your DMs. Really listen to the words your ideal clients are using and document the exact phrases they use to describe their challenges. Those are gold, and those should become the foundation of your messaging. Test different approaches, share stories that reflect their journey, ask questions that make them feel seen, and create content that speaks to their deepest desires, not just the surface things, right? Anybody can speak to that. But you know what's beautiful about this approach is it creates a ripple effect. When you truly understand and speak to your client's needs, your BFE's needs, they feel it, they connect with it, they share it, and they want more of it. And that's how you're going to create a sustainable, impact-driven business, the one you're dreaming of, the one where you're on a plane coming from Italy and you get recognized, which really happened to me. Or you're walking in Europe and someone comes up and asks you, are you labor nurse mama? Your birth course changed my birth. Thank you so much. That is how you start to create legacies that matter. So if this resonates with you, I want you to take action right now and let's support one another and grow together. And if you're really ready to take this deeper, really master the art of connecting, because what do you do once you connect? Where's your funnel at? What's your process, your strategy? Whether it's one-on-one mentorship with me or joining Catalyst Queen, I'm here to help you guys because I believe in women who lift up women. This is why I even coach my competitors. I have another really big birth account. I have several birth doulas and labor nurses inside of my queendom because I believe when women lift one another up, they lift themselves up. Remember, your voice matters, your message matters, and when you speak from a place of true understanding and service, all these people are like, create this PDF and make $10,000 and you're going to make this money. No, start with connection. If your heart truly desires to impact lives, that connection will build you an empire. That's what it did for me and why I have a 7-figure business and a multi-6-figure business. Not because I'm some magical, oh, well, she just, she did it right. She started at the right time. No, it's because I truly care. I care about my clients. I care about my mamas. I want to see them succeed. And when you lift your people up, your BFE up, everyone succeeds. So until next Monday, you guys, if you have any questions, if you want any clarification, or you just want to say, Trish, that landed, come talk to me in my DMs at I am Trish Ware. Okay, you guys, have an amazing week. Okay, that's your cosmic slap on the booty, babe, because action takers are money makers. You're the magic. Don't forget it. If this episode landed, hit subscribe, drop a review, and DM me on Instagram at I am Trish Ware, especially if you're ready to step into your own legacy. I'm talking about a legacy that you're creating for your children and your future grandchildren. And finally, start connecting with your dream clients the way you know you should be. Whether you're just starting or you're scaling, your message matters. Let's make it unforgettable. Okay, you guys, I will see you again next week. Bye for now.